Hey guys, hope you guys had a good day trading today. So the Bears, they came out today and they really put in some work. And honestly, I gotta give it to them. They definitely got me on a surprise today. I was not expecting, and if you would have asked me on Friday if I would have think we were gonna close negative 2% today, I honestly would have said absolutely not. There's no way that would have happened. However, here we are. We have a negative 2.01% close today. Very, very impressive, honestly. So taking a look at this, we are now in a 3-day downtrend right here. We closed below the daily 250 EMA. You can see how much of a fight usually happens here though. However, if you look back here in December, it was a straight drop through it. The coolest thing I want to point out here, and I talked about this last week a little bit, was that post CPI last time, so this is January CPI here, we put in a doji day, which we put in a doji day here on SPY. It was followed up by about a 0.3% green day, which we followed up with about a 0.3% green day. It was then followed by three consecutive red days, and we just said 3 consecutive red days. So pretty cool to see that. I mean, it literally followed the pattern. Now, obviously, if we're following this pattern here, this would show that we're going to have a huge bounce and recover. However, which December CPI actually was pretty similar. We had this huge day here. This was not a doji, but a big retrace, small close at 0.76. Then we had this kind of doji day here, and then we had three red days in a row. So it does show the fourth day is usually a bounce. Tomorrow, if you guys don't know, is FOMC minutes, so that's something to keep an eye on. I am very curious how markets will accept FOMC minutes tomorrow. Historically, FOMC minute days, kind of like FOMC itself, is generally pretty well received. However, this one could be a little different. So I'm definitely going to be interested to see, just because I know generally that now that we have the market pricing in the chance of a 50 basis point hike, that's a really big deal. So now that the market's pricing that in, we had bad CPI after FOMC, we had a bad PPI, and we had PMI come in hot today. There's a good chance markets could pretty bearishly accept FOMC minutes tomorrow. I do expect some upside push potentially. Major levels to watch now is 401 and 403. And then major supports is going to come in right here at this 396.6 to 395.8. We earned this really nice falling wedge today here now, and this 400.2 is our upside resistance. That means we could go all the way up to 400.2, which is about $1 up, and still be in this falling trend here. Taking a look at futures here. Now, one thing that really impressed me this weekend was futures. I was very bullish going into today with this reversal candle right here. And on SPY, I absolutely expected an upside day today. However, futures came out, they rejected that 4090 resistance at the 20 EMA right there, and then pretty much from there it was straight red the whole time. So very, very impressive movement there from futures. It was just pretty much straight down the whole time. So futures still has the same falling wedge here. However, its resistance is up there closer to about 40, 50, and then support is all the way down here at 39.90. So major levels I'm watching here on futures is definitely going to be 40.30, 40.30 and 40.55, and then support down here at 39.85 and 39.65. Taking a look at Tesla here. So Tesla broke the bull channel quite a few times last week, and now after three rejections at the daily 200 EMA, overall market weakness, and the fact that we had bounced off the 80 EMA, came up, came down, bounced, tried to break out, rejected, and now we are seeing this losing of the 8 EMA again. I am very much so looking for a 20 EMA support test on Tesla. We're in this huge breakout pattern right here that this could either be a bull flag and we break out, or this is also going to be a breakdown pattern, which this is honestly the same pattern that SPY was in last week, and SPY chose this week to break down. So key support for this breakout triangle is right there, that 197, which basically means Tesla has to open green and pretty much hold green all day tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to see this support break, and that's definitely going to hint at further downside. However, key resistance is 205. We break through that, and there's a good chance we really could come back up here and tag 215 again. Really downside target is this 181.5 to 183.6 area on Tesla. Most impressive thing here is the VIX. So if you look at the 3-day low from 18.23 all the way to the high here at 23.34, 28% was covered in 3 days on the VIX. That's crazy. That is a lot of coverage. The last time we had anything remotely the same size was from here on September 21st up here to Friday the 23rd. So you can see right here we had a total of 26% on those 3 days. Outside of that, this is the biggest 3-day period that that VIX has had since then. So key levels I'm watching here is definitely 23.6. If we get back in this level here, this could be a signal that things are obviously flipping and that the bulls no longer are in control and it's no longer a buy the dip. If we break through 23.6 and the sell-off continues on SPY, I'm really going to be eyeing this 390 support test again. This is my big pivot level, especially if you go back to the daily chart here. You can see that really this 390 level right here is pretty much the median. And I've been talking pretty much since December that anytime we break over 409, 407, really, we should start looking for downside. And the same thing goes down here at 375. So the question is going to come, if we get to 390, are we going to see the push down here into the 360s, 370s again? Or are we going to just hover in 390 and then push back to the upside? So definitely going to be keeping an eye on that and see what happens from there. So the other surprising thing this weekend is Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks pretty strong still. And I mean, we had a negative 1.81% day today, but this weekend, I mean, had a 2.25% day yesterday. And it was pretty stout though. So I was really surprised to see the weakness in futures this weekend, even though Bitcoin was looking so strong. But we'll see what happens with FOMC minutes tomorrow, see what the market reaction overall is there, and we'll just kind of go from there. All right, I hope you guys had a good day trading today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.